Well, welcome back to Houston Life. With a city as large and diverse as Houston, imagine how great it would be if everyone had access to green space. Well, one local project is working to do just that by transforming more than 3,000 acres.
This is a huge undertaking, and Chief Advancement Officer with the Houston Parks Board, Doug Overman, is joining us now with the details. Now, Doug, so the Parks Board, you guys are essentially a nonprofit that tries to connect all communities with green space, right?
Very well said, Derek. Yeah. So Houston Parks Board's been around for over 40 years, actually almost 42 years. We've been working on park improvement projects across the city, in city parks, for all those years, but currently engaged in a really amazing endeavor called Bayou Greenways 2020, which is focused on this amazing bayou system, which is the reason Houston is where it is, because of this bayou system. But we've never thought of it as parks. We've never thought of these bayous as linear parks, and we've never invested in them fully to create their full potential as linear parks in Houston, and we're doing that now through this initiative.
And this is incredible. I mean, we're talking about 3,000 underutilized green space that eventually, by 2020, we'll be able to access.
That's right. 3,000 acres of green space along these amazing bayous that are all very different, and they expand across a really vast urban center. Houston's a huge city, and this bayou system has the opportunity to connect it all.
And we can see from this map, by the way, just how big it is.
Yeah.
When it comes to the green space, Doug, talk to us a little bit about why green space is important to communities, because this is more than just, looking at pretty trees and pretty greenery, right? This really can become like the heart of a community, right?
It really can, on so many facets too. I mean, the investment in green space is shown to create an economic development benefit to communities. We know that time in the outdoors provides a health benefit to the people that spend that time in the outdoors. Communities that have more parks and green space available and accessible to them are more thriving, healthier communities. And we want to ensure that all communities of Houston have that opportunity to thrive, to get the health benefits, to have places they can take their kids, to have places they can be together with their fellow community members. There isn't much that brings us together in a truly democratic space like our public parks do. And so we're really committed to investing in these places, their quality, their accessibility, and just their general tenor of life, so that they're great assets for community members.
And the bottom line is, this is a free activity for everybody.
Yeah.
You don't have to pay to go.
Right. Totally.
And I think over the years, Houston has really embraced the idea of green space and biking and getting out and hiking, as we have seen already along the bayou. But let's talk about the 4th annual Bayou Greenway Day coming up.
Yeah, 4th annual community event for us, Bayou Greenway Day. This year it's at Tidwell Park in Northeast Houston. It's an event that celebrates city parks. It celebrates the Bayou Greenways that we're investing in, and it celebrates communities. So we move the event around each year. Tidwell Park is in a community that was really hard hit by Harvey. So there's a poignancy to this year's event, a chance to celebrate what's excellent about Houston in a great city park, Tidwell Park, right along Hall's Bayou, which is one of the bayous where we're investing through Bayou Greenways. And so it's going to be a great event for the whole family, also totally free.
Also free, although you are asking people to register on your Facebook page. Texans and Dynamo will bring games, coaching drills. You'll have an Easter egg hunt.
Yeah.
That's cool.
We've got a kids bike ride. We have a fun run happening. We have the Texans and the Dynamo. We'll be giving away 3,000 Houston Astros caps to the first 3,000 people that show up.
Oh, yes.
We've got live music from the Thunder Soul Band, which is a local band to that community with a connection to Kashmir High School and their music program. So there's a great reflection of some of the best elements of community life in this great city park event.
And continuing with that, you're asking the attendees, you're encouraging them to walk or ride their bike to get there.
Yeah, absolutely. We're still doing work along the bayou, but there's about 2 miles of already connected trail right next to Tidwell Park. And parking will be somewhat limited. So for those that are coming more locally, if they can get there on bike or on foot, that's great. And that's kind of celebrates what we're all doing, which is creating a more bikeable and more walkable and more enjoyable Houston, thanks to its green space. We have a great presenting lead sponsor for the event in in noble energy. And so we've got great financial support behind the event too from the business community. And so it's a celebration of kind of the best of Houston.
Doug, thank you so much. I think it's so great what you guys are doing. 150 miles of bike trails will be connected. 60% of Houstonians will be only a mile and a half away from green space when you guys are done. I think it's fantastic. And we thank you for stopping by.
Well, it's been great to be here. Thank you both.
Doug. And a reminder, if you would like more information, you can always check out BayouGreenwayDay.org.
And there's much more on Houston Life right after this.